Look at this setup. I'm so cool with the blue light. Whoa. You are addicted to your smartphone. Okay, fine. Maybe not you. Yes, you right now. Okay, fine. Maybe not really. You are addicted to your smartphone. You are addicted to your... Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Maybe not every single person right now, but I know that I, a 23-year-old guy, millennial, I have faced bouts of I have faced bouts of smartphone addiction. I know that smartphones can give you an instant high and they can do stuff that make your brain release dopamine, which is the same thing that, you know, drugs give you. I'm not an expert on this, obviously. All the links to my sources are listed in the description box down below, but I'm gonna be conveying to you guys why the frequency and the convenience at which you can get your dopamine high from scrolling through Twitter or Instagram or Facebook can make you addicted to your smartphone. And you also know that my hair is getting long. That's why I am using a cap. It's getting hot, guys. March na, grabe. But yeah, the fact that most social media apps have an infinite scrolling feature where, you know, it doesn't even have to be every single thing that you see is good, but the anticipation and the hope that you'll see something good as you keep scrolling, that's actually what releases the dopamine and makes it even more addictive. Don't get me wrong, I love technology and the benefits it can bring, especially, you know, just to the human race as a whole. But sometimes the effects like virtual relationships, information overload, cybersex... You know what, actually, if you're supposed to be doing something right now and not watching this video, then go study, do your work, get up and go to the gym already. I'd rather you actually do something productive with your life. Just be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and come back later. These are some of the negative effects of smartphone addiction. Increasing loneliness and depression because you compare yourself with others all the time. Even subconsciously, it becomes a habit for you to compare yourself with others, even when you're not looking at your phone. Smartphone addiction can fuel anxiety, especially when it comes to FOMO and then just feeling pressured all the time. It can increase stress because of the pressure to always be online, especially for people who are working already. Yung parang, even if it's 9 p.m. past work hours already, if somebody from work texts you, vibers you especially, sometimes even emails you, you feel that pressure that you have to be on, you have to reply right away. That's not healthy. Smartphone addiction decreases your attention span. All of us know this. Oh look, a butterfly. Because of that, it decreases focus, it decreases concentration, and thus it decreases good ideas and your capability to be creative and to think for long periods of time so that you can get a good idea out. It disturbs your sleep, it encourages unhealthy self-absorption and narcissism. All of us know this, and I can actually make a video on each one of these things because I've watched a lot of video essays about it. And I encourage you to do your own research because this little black box that we hold in our pockets, these are dangerous, man. I would even say like only 20% of the time we actually use these things, we're being really truly productive with their lives, and then the other 80% measure like not really. I guess it's just the case for how I use it. Here is how to know that you're addicted. Number one, procrastination. Here is how to know you're addicted. Number one, procrastinating has become normal for you. If you're having trouble completing tasks at home when you really, you know you have to do this chore or even your homework or something like that, and then just that screen in front of you, whether it's a TV or a laptop or a smartphone screen, it just seems so much more interesting. And I can do it later pag 10 p.m. na. Tas 10 p.m. na, I can do it later pag 11 p.m. na. Tas next thing you know, it's like 2 a.m. and you're cramming your paper, right? When you really think about it, that's a sign of addiction. If you're out of the house, may gimmick kayo, and then your phone dies, what do you feel? Does it feel like, it's okay? Or do you feel even just a little bit of a sense of like, it's weird, like, oh my gosh. I pick up my phone to check it during lull moments in my day and then it's off and like, oh, there's something missing from my... Yeah, that's smartphone addiction. And here, I've felt this also. Phantom vibrations. Have you ever, I keep my smartphone in my left pocket, and there are just times where for some reason I feel like my left pocket is vibrating when pag-check ko, wala namang notifications, or even scarier, my phone is actually on the table. That's your brain. It's conditioned your body to receive notifications and look at your phone. So just like it says in the title, I'm gonna be showing... So just like it says in the title, I will be laying down today some of the things that I feel like smartphone users, especially millennials and younger people, should stop doing with their smartphones. And I'm not saying that I even do 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I only do like 3 of all of these things on the list. But this is a wake-up call to even me to start improving my life by improving how I use my smartphone and how often I do it. The first thing is when you wake. The first thing is using it the first time. Number one, using it first thing in the morning. Yes, we use our smartphones for alarm clocks, but the first thing that we do in the morning should not be checking Twitter, Instagram, or social media. I don't even think it should be checking our email or our messages. I think that doing that makes you an individual person, a human being of your own, start your day on another person's agenda. I think it's best to always start the day either with a little prayer, a little meditation, a little me time, maybe even journaling. I have a friend who starts the day with a few push-ups. I have a friend who doesn't even look at his phone until he's worked out and had breakfast and taken a shower. Now, baka that seems to you like it's a little too much. Maybe it's a little too much for me also. But just don't let the first thing that you do in your day be based off of somebody else's agenda. Do yourself a favor and start your day with you time. Of course, naturally following is, sleeping beside your phone. Yes, it's true. The research done that when you use your phone right before you sleep, people have a harder time sleeping, and maybe people have I have an easy time falling asleep. But then I know that smartphone use right before you go to bed also affects the quality of your sleep. Like sometimes I find myself sleeping even 7, 8, 9 hours, but still feeling groggy in the morning, and even 2-3 hours after I'm awake, I still feel really tired or sleepy. And when I compare that to the days when I was camping or out in the province when I didn't use my phone that much, I remember sleeping like even 6 or 7 hours lang, but sleeping like a baby. If you keep a planner or a journal, the 30 minutes before you sleep might be a good time to use your planner or write in your journal. If you want to adopt the habit of reading a book, the 30 minutes before you sleep would be a great time to start reading. Ba't ako nabulol dun? That's so weird. Opening your smartphone in lull moments. We all know that moment when we get in the elevator or we're waiting outside for the jeep, the bus, the taxi, the grab. And for some, even while you're at the table waiting for your order. And just so that it's not awkward, you pick up your phone and you don't even have an agenda of like what exactly to do with your phone, but you pick it up, you open Facebook, you open Instagram, and then you check out whatever you can check out. Is that really the best use of your time? It's healthy to be bored. It's healthy to be doing nothing sometimes. Tapping around on your smartphone might seem like leisure, but it's not rest. Number 4 is keeping all your notifications on. There is a feature in every single phone to turn notifications off for specific applications. Do you really want all of your games bothering you in the middle of your day or while you're at work or school, and then just suddenly being distracted? Oh no, I forgot my Brawl Stars, Candy Crush, whatever. Like, are you so consumed with yourself that you want to see every single time that somebody liked your tweet or your Instagram post? I think for most of us, there are some notifications on our phone that we can turn off, and it's gonna make our day all the more focused and all the more stripped down of all the non-essential things. Think about it right now. What's one notification that might be on your phone or that you always get that you can do without? Number 5, infinite scrolling. Okay, these apps are intentionally designed to keep you on the app. Instagram, Twitter, these apps are never gonna stop scrolling no matter how far down you go. I don't use Facebook anymore, but I think it's the same for Facebook. I think even 9gag is like that. It's best to be mindful of when you are just infinitely, lazily idle. I have a friend who likes to give himself a time limit or even a post limit on, like, okay, I'm gonna just look at these 10 more posts and then I'm out. He says he's never been a victim of infinite scrolling because he is mindful about, okay, when I scroll through this app, I'm just gonna do it for 1 minute, and then when that minute, I check on my watch. Okay, break time's over, time to get back. Next is not being mindful of your time. What I appreciate about smartphones these days is they've been rolling out features where you can check out, how much time you've been spending on your phone and on what app. On my Google Pixel, that's actually the monitor for hello. Ooh, Nateception. The app is called Digital Wellbeing, and I think that's the case for a lot of Android phones. iPhones have it too. If your phone doesn't have it, there are apps out there on the Play Store that will have it. You'll be able to see across the past days or even weeks of your life what your average time on your screen on your phone has been. For me, admittedly, it's about 5 to 6 hours, and I think that's too much. I saw from a statistic in one of the sources down below that the average person spends 4.5 hours on their phone every day. And yeah, I'm over that. I am above average, and that's not a good thing. All I'm saying is baka maganda na i-check natin what apps we are using the most and how much time we are using on these apps, so we're actually aware. You might be surprised that you're actually spending 2 hours every day on Instagram. That's pretty drastic. Number 7, I mentioned this a while ago, is looking at your phone during meals. Meal times, especially for Filipinos, are times where relationships are built, where there are bonding moments, where there are conversations between people. Keep your phone in your pocket, in your bag, or face down on the table. Don't let it ruin what could be an amazing conversation with somebody else. Also, for the foodies out there, of which I am not, being distracted by your phone while eating can distract you from the beautiful taste and flavor that you can taste in the food. Your brain is no longer on, wow, this burger is just so juicy, the lettuce is so fresh, the bread is so soft.
In order to stay afloat, I keep in mind the words you wrote. But something changed and so did we. Now I can't set aside, I can't just be